There is one important hack that every founder and investor needs to know to build thriving businesses, and here it is. Welcome to day 41 of the Founder Memo, where I share some insights, hacks, and cool ideas for founders and investors. So, what is it that makes certain founders and entrepreneurs, investors, and business operators stand out from the crowd and build thriving businesses that have full pipelines and lots of healthy relationships and M&As and scalability? It is basically staying top of mind. If you can build genuine relationships in the long term, in the next 5 to 10 years, and make sure that you're not expecting any kind of transaction from those relationships, but you just keep feeding them, genuinely feeding them in sort of an uninterested way, it is very likely that if you're doing a good job with these people and also with your own businesses, eventually these relationships will compound and they will start creating opportunities for you. I can give you a very specific example that happened to me a few months ago. I did my first ever M&A experience. It was a small M&A, but it happened after 2.5 years of having a genuine friendship with another entrepreneur. And actually, I've never, had the thinking that that relationship could lead to something like a merger and acquisition, right? But it ended up happening. One day the opportunity showed up, and there was a lot of credibility built up between the two of us because we've never had that intention on building transactions or creating transactions. We just became friends, and we stayed true in our relationship throughout the time. And at the same time, I started thinking when that deal happened, what was it that I did so that this person would think of me when the opportunity showed up and they needed someone to trust for this M&A? And I did a few things to make that happen. I stayed top of mind 24/7 with them by creating content, by doing a bunch of things business-wise, and by just adding value in multiple opportunities. I built a genuine relationship, inviting them for dinner every once in a while, sending them a book as a gift, and different things like that. I kept following up, asking them how they were doing, saying hi for their birthday, and just different things where I was not looking for a transaction, but just creating a 10-year long-term relationship with them. If you're a founder or investor, you know how important this is, but stick to it. Stick to it for the long term, and eventually lots of opportunities will show up. But you have to be consistent because these relationships will compound, but you'll just have to be very patient as well. Thank you for watching today's Founder Memo, and I hope to see you in tomorrow's one.